Parents and lawmakers push back on federal freeze that puts Illinois child care at risk.
The battle between the Trump administration and the state of Illinois is taking its toll on parents struggling with child care.
The federal government freezing $10 billion needed to keep daycare programs open. WGN's Angelica Sanchez is more on how Chicago families are struggling to cope.
Child care is the backbone of the workforce, period.
Smarty Pants Early Learning Center in Chicago's Bronzeville neighborhood provides parents with childcare that's academically driven.
If people don't have daycare, they will not be able to work, and we are going to see it and feel it all over.
Director Daphne Williams says 40% of her families rely on the Child Care Assistance Program, a program that's now in jeopardy.
I am navigating with
40% of her business is dependent upon the federal government, which means they all have that purchase of care. So that's the shout out to the poors. All right. So you're dependent on the government so that you can get the child care so that you can go to work. So then if you don't get child care, they're not going to get paid and you can't go to work. That's what everybody is saying. Right. I personally, am saying that you should take this as a sign, like what happened with the 40 days and 40 nights with the food stamps, to not depend on the government. But child, what the hell do I know? I don't know shit.
Lots of prayer. And I'm trying to navigate with a lot of kindness because it's not the parents' fault at all. It's not the kids' fault, and they still deserve quality care.
Illinois is now joining other Democratic states suing the Trump administration after it said it would freeze money for several public benefit programs, citing concerns over fraud.
Is there evidence of fraud? No.
Several lawmakers spoke out on the issue Friday, including U.S. Senator Dick Durbin.
All 5 states are guilty of the same political sin. They didn't vote for this president in the last election. We are joining ranks together to save the president. For God's sake, grow up and fess up to the reality here.
Child, it sounds like you need to be somewhere at home resting.
You shouldn't hold these kids responsible for any political decision in the past.
Illinois lawmakers say the state already has systems in place to prevent fraud in these programs.
It is already difficult for families to earn and qualify for child care. I mean, when you talk about determinations for eligibility, you have to have check stubs, you have to have sometimes leases, you got to have so much documentation to prove eligibility, which makes it very, very difficult for fraud.
According to a 2025 poll
that is not true. He a lying ass as a person who's doled out them damn benefits. He's just out here saying shit. It's very easy, and I've seen people white shit out, write stuff in, type over it, get their friends to sign the lease. They do the same thing with all the benefits. They do this. I don't even think that the amount of fraud that's being done by the actual people that want the benefit is seemingly as bad as the people, the officials. Not necessarily the political people, even though clearly they're into it, but the people that know this is going on. Much like when we saw on video Trayon getting a kickback on the violence program, those people in that realm are getting more money than the people that are scamming. They're scamming for the most part because they want it free. And for the second part is that some people really do need it, but if they're any amount over, they're not going to get it. Like, there's no room for gray. You either make the money or you don't make enough money or whatever. Chris said, I don't see why daycares get federal money. That's crazy to me. If you need all this federal programs and money to work and a job, maybe you need to stay home and let the hubby handle it. Well, hubby, because that's the rest of the problem. See, we look at it from a different point of view around here. There are no more families, right? So now a family is considered a mother and her crumb snatchers, and she is the one that wants it and needs it. Now, I'm not saying that ain't nobody there as far as a man is concerned, but as long as people are saying that it's okay, everybody's strong and independent until you see that the government takes some shit away. Say I'm lying. Everybody is strong and independent until the government says no food stamps. How much craziness did we see? No child care. How much craziness did we see? Child, take it all away, and it's going to be worse than if you took OF away. I think if you took OF away and then took the government assistance away, child, that's what they're really considering the communism and all these other names that they're saying. We hate you, but give us shit. We can't stand you, but give me my food stamps. You're a horrible person, but give me money. Child, we already know what it is. The regular smegulars, we already know what it is.
We like free stuff, so we came out here to get all this free stuff, but then the car saying, you can't get the free stuff. What? Cause the people want to take it. And how y'all gonna take some stuff that ain't even yours? It's free.
So I got my 2 baskets and took the bus or whatever.
Wait a damn minute.
We get down here, we get some free stuff.
We're already in a recession. Times are hard. Why not just let us get the items and invest and be okay? We are Black women. We care about our crown. Why not give back to the community and let us get the product? The tools, any other eviction.
So we already had this on tap. So all the new people that might, be new to you, we've been running that for at least a year. Okay. But that is the bottom line for most of these people. That's why they want all this shit from the government, but they hate the government. You help me make that make sense. That's what it all comes down to. We don't want no rules. We don't want no laws. We just want you to give us shit. This is a part of why people are mad, because of C-19. During C-19, everybody was getting all this stuff from the government, but they wasn't reading the rules of getting all that money, okay? They were getting all that money at the height of, at the tune of, I should say, unemployment, then on the max unemployment, and then an extra $600 every single week. They didn't have to pay rent. They didn't have to pay, all of us, didn't have to pay any bills, any electricity. No one had to pay anything, and you were getting all this money. Maybe not all of us, but there were a section of people that were getting all this money all the time. And they had they falsely thought that this is the way that it was going to be. And they did not save anything. They did not pay anything. And all they heard was, you don't have to pay your bills and you won't get no fees. And so when they started turning this shit around and saying, all right, we got to wean y'all's asses off of this shit, they haven't been able to cope since. You can't tell me nothing different. You can't tell me nothing different. Now, that's a bit different than the fraud. That's a whole different story. But all I'm saying right now is that's all these crazy ass liberal people. They're the ones that think that they should get shit from the government, at the same time saying that they don't want to listen to the government. It doesn't make sense. Get it your damn self. Go work. Go save. Go invest. Not invest. Go invest your shit. No, they want to go back to when the government gave them anything with no rules. I'm telling you, that's what most of this is. That's why it's gotten so damn crazy. And they can't seem to get out of their mind. Well, you did it before. You could do it again. You did it then. You could do it again. Now, see, they didn't think that the bill would come due. And then the bill started to come due. And then freaking people like Newsom started saying, oh, no, you shouldn't have to. And then they started delaying shit and delaying shit and delaying shit to try to make their constituents happy. It is not real. That is not reality. Okay? You have to work. You have to go and make money. So now they're saying that, what is his name? Bezos. Bezos already had money, right? But you see that Bezos then made hand over fist, because y'all know damn well everybody was buying Amazon like there was no damn tomorrow. And so now you can't do that let me rephrase. You want to continue to do that, but then you don't want to pay these damn bills. I'm telling y'all, that's what it is right now. That's why it's gotten this way. And these people can't see that, no, that's not how, that was a specific moment in time. It's over. Get your ass together and get the fucking work. It is not the government's job to care for you. And if that's what you want, you should have it, okay? If that's what you want, have it. Don't pull us into it. Don't pull the rest of us into it because you think you now want the United States to be that way. Fuck y'all. Like Stephen A. Smith said, you can kiss my ass. That's not what the rest of us want, because we've worked, we work, we save, we invest, we do what we want to do. If y'all want to be beholden to the government, then this is what you get. No daycare funding. Now y'all all wilding out. No food stamps. Y'all all wilding out. Why are y'all not learning the lesson? You need to do it. Take care of you and your own damn family. You can't pick and choose what you want when it comes to someone else. If you want someone to take care of you, you are beholden to their rules. And if y'all want to gamble y'all's lives and your livelihood and your family on the government, of which I don't want any kings, no kings, no kings. Donald Trump is racist. He's a 34 count felon. None of that helps you at the end of the day. Now you out here doing dumb shit based off of motherfuckers that basically want free shit. And you losing your life. You losing your livelihood. You messing around with your jobs, the same jobs that are freaking laying people off like there ain't no damn tomorrow. Sorry, y'all. If y'all not paying attention, that's a you problem. You want the whole ass government to take care of you, but you don't want to listen to what the rules are. They telling you what the damn rules are. This is a simple resolve, not this fraud stuff. I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about people who depend on the government for everything at every juncture. Plan your life. How about that? It ain't easy. It can be done. Don't have a bunch of freaking kids. You so strong and independent that you don't want a man, you don't need a man. Yeah, I'm talking to biatches right now. You don't want a man, you don't need a man. Fine, then don't. But then don't turn around talking about how you're so put upon and how hard it is. Who don't know that being a single mother is hard? Who? So you gotta do it yourself in order to know that to be true. And then you have another and another and another. And then you get on this here TV talking about, I can't go to work because of Donald Trump. No, it's because of you. You did that. You're depending on the government. It's not supposed to be forever. If you have a time where you have an issue, that's what these benefits are for. Y'all want it to be for a lifetime. Y'all do that. Don't drag the rest of us in. Because those of us that are actually independent from the government don't need them to tell us what to do. I don't know about y'all. I don't need them to tell me what to do. You tell me what the fucking law is, I'll follow the fucking law. Okay? But I don't need you to tell me when I can eat, when I can take my kid to daycare, when I can go to the store, or none of that. None of that. Sorry. I'm getting text. My bad. All right, let me let this mess play because we got to move on.
From the Associated Press, more than 75% of adults in the United States say the cost of childcare is a major problem. The not-for-profit organization Childcare Aware of America says in most states, childcare for 2 kids is now more than a family's mortgage or rent payment.
I'm not a lazy mom. I get off my tail every day and I go to work and I still struggle to live day to day. And he does.
Let me point out right here. I know y'all don't want to hear it. She looked like a nice person, nice looking woman, okay? Spiders, makeup, and weave all done up. But you're getting on this here internet or news program trying to talk about how you need some help. Where is your children's father? Y'all need to go to those people that you having these kids with. Go talk to them. Go get them to do it. How about somebody get married around here? No, y'all don't want to get married no more. No, y'all strong and independent. Don't be strong and independent and get up here on this damn TikTok and these news programs talking about what somebody not doing for you and how hard it is. Who doesn't know that being a single parent is hard? A parent is hard. Shout out to all the sassy straights that are single fathers that don't get up on this internet whining, crying, and complaining, even though they taking care of themselves and their kids on their own with no help from the damn mom. None. Shout out to RBN in the building. I appreciate you. He said this messy rant is brought to you by the child tax credit. Let's we not forget about that since you brought it up. The child tax credit. Y'all get this child tax credit that gets you all this money back every single tax season. Y'all been ready to file them fucking taxes so that you could get that money back ASAP. I've seen it. I've doled these benefits out, y'all. I know this shit to be true. You get all this damn money and you wait for this time of the year every year. You can't wait to get it and the asses is broke by May. You are broke by May. You're not making good financial decisions. And that is half of the damn problem too. But y'all, that's another live stream. Come on, hurry up with this mess so we can move on.
25 poll from the Associated Press, more than 75% of adults in the United States say the cost of childcare is a major problem. The not-for-profit organization Childcare Aware of America says in most states, childcare for 2 kids is now more than a family's mortgage or rent payment.
I'm not a lazy mom. I get off my tail every day and I go to work and I still struggle to live day to day. And he doesn't see me. He doesn't see my people.
Working parents also spoke out Friday, calling on the Trump administration to understand how much families, especially single-parent households, rely on this kind of childcare assistance.
You heard him? Oh, shit. Here we go. Listen, this is not the norm, but I'm going to let him speak. But you heard what they said, right? It's mostly single mothers.
Live day to day. And he doesn't see me. He doesn't see my people.
Working parents also spoke out Friday, calling on the Trump administration to understand how much families, especially single-parent households, rely on this kind of childcare assistance.
I work every day. I'm not out here on the street. I'm not out here on the street. I'm not committing crimes. I'm a single father and I take care of business for my kids. Yo. If I can't work, I can't feed them.
Lawmakers estimate about 100,000 families will be impacted by this funding freeze, affecting approximately 150,000 Illinois children. Reporting in Bronzeville, Angelica Sanchez, WGN News.
God damn it! You can't make this shit up!
We do not care.